Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to be talking about Clubhouse. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the fourth year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, and we are broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku. It is Chic Central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, the best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be released shortly. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentation Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 228. And today we are talking about how to sell on Clubhouse for the Japan market. So let's go! Japan is a complex market. Brash plugging of your Wonder widget won't work here. American-style sales techniques are always a lot more aggressive than will be tolerated in Japan, and so fail with prodigious regularity. So I added the keywords for the Japan market to the title of this piece to make sure I was talking about a niche I understand. Clubhouse is an app on your iPhone, which is a doorway to the audio world, and a world bristling with myriad rooms devoted to every possible topic across every time zone. Hosts organize rooms, and you can swan by and decide to join the discussion if the title grabs your fancy. So, where do we draw the line on self-promotion and solution promotion? There are topics exclusively devoted to making money, such as marketing, social media, equities, real estate, etc. You enter these rooms expecting to pick up valuable insights which will help you do better with your investments. You choose this type of room because you know there will be others also interested in this topic. I think it would be rare to go into a room expecting to buy something while you're in the room. For Japan, the content marketing approach is more acceptable. Rather than being on the receiving end of a sales pitch by some svelte-voiced golden warbler, you are more likely to appreciate information from which you can make a judgment about parting with your hard-earned moolah. As with all sales, buyers first purchase us, and then the good or service we proudly represent. In an audio world like Clubhouse, the only visual clue is our tiny photograph on the screen, and the details we've chosen to enter into our profile. We should make both professional and congruent with our industry. In some cases, that may mean being photographed in full business battle dress, or it may mean a more casual approach. We shouldn't mix them up, though. Also, the first 3 lines of our profile is what people can see below our photograph, so that content has to ooze expert credibility in our field. All the other clues are coming from our voice. Do we sound smart? That means, are we demonstrating we are articulate by being concise, considered, and insightful? The delivery of the content should have a voice brimming with confidence and devoid of filler words like and We'll only have a few minutes to speak, so we need to create impression in the listener such that they would like to hear a lot more from us. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Now, today's show is being sponsored by our Professional Leadership Series. On the 12th of March, we're doing Addressing Mistakes. On the 19th of March, looking at vision, mission, values. On the 26th, the innovation process. And on the 2nd of April, we're going to do analyzing issues and making decisions. You can find out more about those programs on our website at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. And you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, we have over 1,000 for you there on Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. And don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. I had an example of that recently, of wanting to hear a lot more. Not on Clubhouse, but on video. My organization sent out a link to a video of Scott Galloway, a professor at New York University Stern School of Business. I'd never heard of him before, but they included the video because he was making a point which they agreed with and were using him as a relevant expert to support their case. This first exposure was dynamic. Wow, who is this guy? He sounds really smart. I want to hear more from him. Is this how people will perceive you when you are active on Clubhouse? I'm certain that Prof G, as he calls himself, was totally well prepared for that video and knows his stuff. So we have to be the same. That means we search out rooms on topics which relate to what we sell. Fish, where the fish are biting, type of basic sales nous. We may have to sift through a lot of dross to find the gold, but that is the Clubhouse reality as it is currently configured. Once we identify where our buyers are located, we need to become regulars to those sessions. We should be following the people who are also in the room and trying to connect with them on LinkedIn, etc. If we have a strong profile and are a regular, the hosts are likely to give us the opportunity to contribute. We should be totally prepared for that with 2 tools. A simple timer, so we know when we've reached 3 minutes and should voluntarily stop speaking. Also, have a notepad with the key bullet points and be well prepared, ready to pontificate. We must try and come across with the highest value contribution in the time we have so that the audience goes, wow, who is this person? Sounds really smart. I want to hear more. When we follow up after the session with the people we think can become clients, they are more likely to want to interact with us because they have built up a solid and positive impression from what we said and how well we said it. Pitching will be met with skepticism in Japan because the trust hasn't been built. We need to show our intellectual goods first, and then we can move to direct contact, making it a warm rather than cold call. It sounds like a Zen riddle, but Clubhouse should be selling without appearing to be selling. Provide massive value first, connect, and then follow up. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, please work on your karma and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Use it and go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.